Okay, sitting on your ball. Okay, just start with a few deep breaths in and out. As you inhale in, bring your arms up and back. As you exhale out, bring your arms down. So just having a few moments just to center yourself on the ball and just to ease your body down. So we're just stretching our chest as we come up and out. If you want to, you can always develop this to come right back and then coming right forward down to your toes. So you can start to develop it into a bit more of a stretch, but really focus on your breath. So you're grounding yourself into the movement, taking it out. And if you want, you come down and focus on that breath. When you are ready to, you'll then inhale and exhale, come to the side. But all the time, the biggest thing is to focus on your breath. So you'll inhale and exhale. So probably for a count of 3 or 4 as you inhale, hold, and then a count of 3 or 4 as you exhale. So just going in between those side to sides, and then bring them back to the chest opener. And then coming down, either curving your back down or just keep it up. So just having a few moments here, taking it in between the side to side and just easing your body off. Then start to bring in some rotations. You can be holding your band out in front of you, squeezing your shoulder blades together. So you've got nice pelvic rotations. And then you're bringing it back into your chest and down. So just getting our body to move, but really focusing on that breath, which slows the mind down and slows the body down a little bit more. And then bring in your side to sides. Just keep going through them. Rid of my big jumper. Okay, so getting rid of the band and bringing your hands onto your legs with your fingers facing in and just mobilizing that back. Taking one shoulder down, one shoulder back. Inhale and exhale. Nice and steady. And then coming up back to your pelvic rotations. Nice big circles on the ball, going one way, and then going the other way. Bringing your hands up and take them out, open that chest, and then come in and close. Use your breath. Inhale, hold that breath, exhale, bring it down. Inhale, hold that breath, and exhale, and bring it down. So really letting your body start to slow down and just focus on the movement. Okay, so we're going to take it into some strengthening with the stomach. So come slightly down onto your ball and you're going to just start just by crunching, coming back and up, back and up. To make it easier, you come further down to the ball. To make it harder, you come up further on the ball. You could always hold a couple of weights here to just feel this stomach work. And then pop in a couple of twists. Just come up and twist round. And then take it back into that straight, coming up and down. Well done. And again, a couple of twists. So go for 4 twists, coming up and over. That's it, and then we're going to walk out into a bridge. So coming onto the ball, walking out, so your heels are on the floor, your glutes are pushed up, you're pulling your tummy in, bringing your hands off, and you're just going to let yourself center here. Focus on your breath. Inhale and exhale. Relax your neck and your shoulders down to the bowl. You can always push your shoulders into the bowl to help to drive those hips up. Squeeze those glutes, pull your tummy in and hold. So deep breath in to inhale. Hold that inhale, a nice strong exhale out. And inhale, hold that inhale, and then strong exhale out. And then bringing in some back mobilization. So our hips come down to the floor, and then we come up and push the hips up. Letting the back just melt down onto the ball, curl up. Lovely. So stay nice and stable on the ball. So we're working our core strength here, so just by staying nice and stable. That's it, and then bring it back up to that glute bridge. Take your hands to your hips and squeeze those hips up and just hold it there. For 10, 9, 8, 7, reach your fingertips up to the ceiling. Lengthen your spine. Drive your heels into the floor. 3, 2, 1. Walk up and come back into your crunch. Coming back and up. Really isolating your stomach muscles from your pelvic bone to underneath your ribs. Close your eyes and let your body just come back and then squeeze up. Well done. Okay, bring in the twists. So coming up and over. Just 4 twists. And then take it back to center. And just squeeze that stomach. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up. So we're going to go into single leg. You might want to have something to hold on to. If you have a towel or a band, you can always use this here. So I find my balance. So you're pulling out at the same time. So come into your one leg. You might want to hold on to a chair. And we're going to stay on this leg for a minute. So you can come down and up. You might find you want to come down and hold. If your leg gets too tired within that minute, just come up, ease it off, and then come down again. So as I'm coming down, I'm pushing that ball away from me. All my weight is on the front leg, in my thigh and in my front glute. And I've just got that nice movement coming down and up. So again, I'm working all my stabilization in my core. Coming down and up. That's it. Another 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Change your legs over. Well done. And then another minute on this leg. Off we go. So play around, see what works for you. If your leg gets too tired within this minute, you just stand and give it a rest. So it wants to feel in this front thigh and in this front glute. Coming down. Take it really nice and steady. Hold on to a chair if you want to. Focus on a point in front of you to help the wobble. Nice and steady. Using that ball to challenge ourselves. Well done. Last 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Ease it off. So we're going to come down to the floor. and we're going to go for a V-pass. So with your V-pass, start nice and steady, shorten the lever, and then you'll start to lengthen the lever as you're ready to. Drive that back into the floor so your core is working and it's nice and steady. Start to lengthen as you're happy to, but that back wants to stay on the floor. You can always have a go at bringing your head up so you're coming out into more of a hollow hold, coming up and down, but make it work for you. If this is too hard, you bend those knees to shorten the lever. Just want to feel your stomach work as you're extending out. Well done. Last 15 seconds here. And then we're going to go into Dolphin Pose. 3, 2, 1. Take it into Dolphin Pose and squeeze those glutes up. So put your hands on the floor if you wish and come up. Close your eyes if you can. Point your toes up to the ceiling. Pull your tummy in. Squeeze your glutes. Bring your hands off the floor if you can. Drive your shoulders into the ground. Deep breaths in and out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Drive those heels into the bowl. And hold it there. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Soften it down. Now you're going to put your legs either side of the ball. Keep your hands above your head and you're bringing the ball up and down so it's a reverse curl. So you're coming up and then you're slowly coming down to feel your stomach work. So I'm coming up, I can raise my hips slightly off the floor, but as I reverse and going back down to the floor, I'm putting as much tension I can into my stomach. So really drive your back into the floor. If it's too much, you bend your legs so it's less reliever. If this is feeling quite easy, you can lengthen all the way out and then come up. If you want to, pop in a little bit of a lift as you come up to the top. Go on, I'm going to go another 30 seconds. Really isolate that core. Drive your back into the floor. Lovely. Well done. Should be getting harder now. Go on, last 10 seconds. Really challenge. I'm going to turn over onto our tummies for our backs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the ball to the top of your head. Now, some of you might not want to use a ball for this one. This one is when you're lifting the ball up off the floor and coming down. But if that is too hard, hoping my ball won't roll away from me now, just go hands only. So you're coming up and down. To make it harder, lift your legs off the floor as well as your hands. So this is isolating the muscles in your back. Come up and hold for a few seconds and then rest it off. You don't need to be using the ball. Some balls are heavier than others. That's what makes a difference. That's it, coming down. Up. You can actually get weighted balls with sand in. Make a lot of noise. See if you can challenge, see if you can hold up for a little bit longer. So we're strengthening our back here. 15 seconds left in this position. That's it, nice and steady. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just come up, pop your hands on the ball. A little bit of mobilization just to ease that back off. Just rounding your back, push forward, sink down. Rounding up and down. And then we're going to come and develop into a plank. So for the plank, you come in and out of it as you want. To start with, you're just rolling forward, making sure your body is not sunk onto the ball. Those who are happy with the plank, go for it. I'm going to time for a minute. I'm timing now. So if you want to go full, you're lengthening. Your body is not on the ball. My elbows are underneath my shoulders. You can always go full and come down to your knees. If you're on your knees and it's hurting your back, lift your hips up, go in slowly, and then come out. And what I'd also say is to put some cushions underneath your knees if it is hurting your knees. I usually have 2 mats on the floor, and I've only got 1 today for some reason, and I can feel it in my knees. It doesn't hurt, but just reminded me to remind you. Okay, 20 seconds left. So if you are up in full plank, really lengthen your body, and you could pop in some little circles to mix it up. I'm always that person that gets bored in a plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come out, and then we're going to develop into a Superman. We're going to stay on one side for a minute. So on that side, you're going to lift that leg up. If you need to rest off, you curve in, and then you come out. So my eyesight is coming down towards the floor. I have one hand on the ball. My back leg is really lengthened out, squeezing up slightly to feel my glute. Pulling my tummy in. Feeling nice and strong. That's it. And holding that position. I can make it harder by raising my foot that is on the floor and putting my hand and my knee closer to each other, and just having my fingertips on the ball and still raising up that back leg. Okay, 10, 9, 8. Remember to breathe. So breathe and strengthen. Well done. 3, 2, 1. Take it to the other side. So lengthen. Try and feel it in that glute where the leg is up. Use your balance, lengthen your spine, feel nice and long in the position. Inhale and exhale. Well done. Pull that tummy in. Can you get that hand and that knee closer together? Last 20 seconds. Drive that back leg up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Again, just ease off that back. Nice. Well done. Okay, we're going to take it to legs. I'm going to come to the wall. So, find a wall that you're happy to go on with the mat underneath your feet so you don't slip or not. And you're just going to come down and hold. You're going to pull that tummy in, bring your shoulders up and back, and really gently pulse. So when you're pulsing, make sure both legs are working as much as each other. So my left leg is my lazy leg that would be quite happy to do nothing. It'd be quite happy for my right leg to do all the work. So I have to consciously make my left leg work, ground both heels into the floor, pull my tummy in, and I'm going to slowly come down and come up to halfway and hold. Slowly come down, come to halfway and hold. So I'm making my legs burn, halfway and hold. This time come down and come all the way up and just rest your legs. Then when you're ready, come back down, come halfway and hold, come down, halfway and hold. Come down. So I'm putting the resistance into my legs. And then resting. Okay, one more, coming down. Halfway and hold. Come down. Halfway. Right, down, last one, and hold there for 10, 9, 8. Bring your shoulders up and back. 6, 5. Make sure both legs are working as much as each other. 3, 2, 1. Rest off. Okay, we're going to go back into a single leg lunge. So if you need a chair for this, grab a chair. Same as we did before. It just means we're traveling, taking the weight, the wall sit exercise into here, so we're doubling up the exercise. I'm going to time for a minute on each leg. 3, 2, 1, off you go. So to make this easier, have more leg on the ball. To make it harder, have less leg on the ball. When you're doing this, try and have a look at your ankle, your knee, and your hip. So it wants to be more or less aligned and in a straight line-ish. So you're coming down. So I'm trying to make sure my hip isn't jutting out or my knee isn't falling in. 30 seconds left on this leg. You might want to have a go at coming down and touching the floor to increase the range of motion. Nice, well done. 10 seconds left on this leg. Nice, strong single leg work. 3, 2, 1, rest off. Okay, coming down onto your other leg. Ready? Off you go, 1 minute. So coming down. Be your thigh and your hip. Just checking for alignment. Coming down and up. Take it nice and steady. Focus on the strength of that leg. It doesn't need to be a super quick movement. It can be nice and slow. Concentrate on the muscles that are strengthening. It. Focus, focus, focus. Well done. So last 15 seconds here on this leg. Then we're going to go to side bends. 3, 2, 1, rest off. Wiggle off those legs. So you're going to find a wall and go to side bends. I think the sun might be coming in a little bit here. Oh, I'll see if I can do it there within the sun. All right. So your lower leg forward, your back leg back. Very lovely with the sun coming in. Okay, we're going to go for a minute on one side, a minute on the other side. So slowly down and come up. So I'm lengthening this side as I come down and I'm shortening as I come up. Nice and controlled. If you need to, you put a hand on the ball or 2 hands on the ball to help you. Just nice and steady down and then squeezing up. Lovely one again for your breath. So you inhale and you exhale. Guide yourself as you need to. If you need to shorten the lever, do so. So you're focusing on this side. Now, really try and actively squeeze this side as you're coming up. That's it, well done. Maybe start to come up with a little bit more power. Up and down. Okay, 15 more seconds here, and then we'll switch sides. Well done. 3, 2, 1. So you could face into the wall and then face to the other side. So same again, coming down and up. And a minute on this side. So lengthen as you're coming down and shortening. So you're really activating, being really aware of the muscle, which is coming down and coming up. That's it. Okay, 15 seconds left. So squeeze that side, and then we're going to bring it into dorsal raises. So you come round to the front of your ball, your feet are against the wall, and you bring your hips, so my knees slightly off the floor, and I'm coming down and up for a dorsal raise. My hands are on my temples, because then I can come up and squeeze that lower back. Have your toes facing in, and your hips and your heels facing out. Coming down and up and squeeze. Coming down and up and squeeze. That's it, well done. Squeeze that lower back. And then start to bring in a twist. So you come up and you twist around to the side. If that causes any pain, don't twist, just come up to this, just come up straight. So just developing. That's it. Okay, keeping it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ease it off. So we're going to come back to the sit-ups. You might want to have a band now, a thigh band, because we're going to do sit-ups and bridge. So if you do have a band, great time to put it on, and put it on just above your knees. And we're going to come back into that bridge. So you're sitting on the ball, and you're walking out, and we're going to work those glutes. So you'll sink down, and as you come up, you'll squeeze into the band. So you're in that bridge, so you just go into that bridge from your sit to walk out, and just put the pressure against that band for those glutes. My band feels very tight this morning. That's it. A couple more. And then bring it back up. Keep your band on if you can, and then come into crunchies. So you could go in and out of this in your own time if you prefer. Maybe go 10 crunchies, 5 glute bridges, or just stay with me. Just squeeze that stomach. Coming back and up. And then taking it back into that bridge. Either hold or come down and out and squeeze. Holding it there. Or movement. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Squeeze those glutes up. Push out into the band if you have one. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up and take it back into those crunchies. So go back as far as you're happy to, and then start to bring in a twist to come up and over. Sit. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last lot of bridge. Come out. Squeeze those glutes. Pull your tummy in. Drive your heels into the floor. Gonna hold it here just for 10, 9, 8, 7. Drive your heels into the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up. This time going for roll back. So your arms are straight and you're rolling back onto the ball. And then you hold. And then you come up. So if you've still got the band on, you can push out against that band while you roll back. So you'll feel it in your glutes at the same time. You can always put 2 weights in your hands to add in a little bit more zest, a bit more resistance into that movement. You can always come all the way back and then squeeze up. Okay, just 3 more. And then we'll go to arms. With arms, either use light weights or cans. Okay, you can leave your band on. You don't need to take it off. If your glutes are firing too much, take the band off. If they're starting to go, we just sit on the ball and you can push out into that band and come out and just start those arms into nice circles. That's it. Okay, small circles, sitting tall. If you have the band on, you can squeeze out into that band. Change direction for your circles. And then start to take those weights or those cans up and down. Well done. Keep your head really nice and tall. Your spine is tall. So nice and steady. And then bring your hands to center. That's it. And bring them forward and out. And keep going with that one there. Forward and out. Forward and out. And then this time we're going to add in an up, up, and down and forward. So we're working our shoulders. That's it. Well done. 4 more. So 4, 3, 2, 1 more. 1, and rest off. So take the band off if you want. Actually, you do need to take the band off for this one because we're going to go to triceps. So for the triceps, you can have one hand on the ball and you bring your arm up and you're squeezing that arm. You might want to have heavier weights. Off we go. We're going to go 30 seconds for one arm. If your arm gets too sore, then you rest it, and then you come back in. So that elbow wants to be high enough that you can extend and feel that tricep working. So you're really squeezing the muscle. I'm trying not to curve my back, I'm still keeping my back nice and flat. Go on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going to change sides. And to the other side, squeezing up. Not letting my back round off. Squeeze. So really lengthen that arm as you come up. Sit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest off. Okay. Right, we're going to come back down to the floor and come back to those V-paths. So easing our arms off a little bit. So as before, just shorten the lever. And then start to lengthen. That's it. Start to lengthen as you're happy to, and then start to challenge that core. So take it out nice and slowly, and then bring it in. So lengthen. So we're challenging that core, lengthening out and passing the ball forward and back. Got another 30 seconds, so there is no rush. Focus on that breath. Inhale and exhale. Either head on the floor or head up and off. That's it, making sure that lower back is not coming off the floor. If the lower back is, then you need to shorten that lever so it is more doable. And it will get easier the more you do it. Last 10 seconds. Squeezing that core. 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking the ball to the top of your feet to the top of the ball, taking it into a dolphin pose. You can pop your hands on the floor if you wish, or have them up. Now focus on that breath. Really strong inhale for 4. Hold. As you exhale, imagine the breath is going through your body all the way to the end of your toes. So you inhale and exhale, using your breath to take away any stress, any tension, any fatigue, any worries. There's a bit of a cyclical breath. Inhaling and exhaling, driving those hips up. So you can always put your hands to your hips if that helps slightly. Putting that tummy in, squeezing those glutes. Holding it here, just another 10 seconds. Pull that tummy in, squeeze those glutes. You've got this. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting your back to the floor, keeping your hands up above your head, taking your feet to either side of the ball, taking it into a reverse curl. So you're coming up in line with your hands, and then you're having tension as you lower the ball. So you come up and then increase the tension. You can lengthen all the way out if you want, but you're really trying to lower under tension, tap, and then come up and see if you can raise your hips up off the floor. So you're coming up and down. That's it. Squeeze up and slowly down. Can you get those hips off the floor to use your stomach for that reverse curl? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the ball to your hands. Take your legs off, take the ball back, and then bring it up to the side. So either do taps side to side, or if you're happy to come up and over. Some of you might want to come up and do a jackknife. You might prefer to lengthen and jackknife in, side to side. But what we want to be doing is coming to the side. If it hurts your neck, you can always just take rid of the ball and put your hand underneath your head, so you can just get used to that flexion. So take it step by step. That's it. Well done. Coming up. Just work with your body, not against it. Step by step. Well done. So another 15 seconds here. Working that stomach. You got a nice twist. One more each side if you can. And then bringing it down, take the ball onto the top, flipping the ball on your shins, pressing that back into the floor. Your tailbone is slightly off the floor. Bring your hands up and just let yourself hold here. Take a deep breath in, lengthen that spine. As you exhale, take that ball out slightly. Inhale, come in. Exhale, come out slightly. You might feel that you want to go all the way out, but make sure that lower back is staying in contact with the floor. It might be just that slight movement is enough. Go on, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the ball into your hands and you're going to heel tap just down nice and gingerly. So that heel is going to really gently touch the floor so I can really feel this in my stomach, in my core. That's it. On 4, 3, 2, 1. Now develop it into a pedalo if you can, so you lengthen that leg out, point the toe if you want, or flex the foot. If you prefer, keep to those heel taps. Don't let that lower back come off. And then we're going to develop it into dead bugs, bringing the ball to the center. Both hands and both legs are on the ball. Now, opposite hand, opposite leg. Coming off and then coming in. Opposite hand, opposite leg coming off and then coming in. Well done. Nice and steady. Well done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back into your dolphin pose. Lift those hips up. And just as we start to cool down, finish, bring your heels into your body to feel your hamstrings strengthen. If it is too easy, go single leg, go 5 on one, 5 on the other. If it feels too hard, just do a couple and then rest off. That's it, just feel the backs of your legs working. Another 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ease off that leg. Just walk out those hamstrings. Okay, last few minutes. Back into your V-pass, just for 30 seconds. Just for 30 seconds. Taking that ball forward and back. Shorten the lever as you need. Lengthen the lever as you need. Just last 10 seconds here. I'm going to take it back into heel taps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ball in your hands. Tap that heel down. Loads of control in that stomach. That's it. Drive that back into the floor. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Either just flexion, coming up to your knees, or take it up to a press. So getting either just your flexion, so you're squeezing that stomach, or take it up to a press. Last 10 seconds. Then we're going to finish with a minute plank. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing it round onto your knees. Now for the plank, go whichever position you want to go. If you want to be on your knees, do so. If you want to be full, do so. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Into the plank. Either on your knees and soften those heels down, or come full. If you want to roll with the ball, feel free. You can always go full, come down to your knees and mix it up. Throughout, when you're in this plank, having your tailbone pointing down towards your heels, or your heels, your knees or your heels. That's it. If it gets too sore, bring your hips up a little bit and then soften down. Remember to breathe. Well done. 30 seconds gone. Nice and strong, those shoulders above your elbows. Have your feet further apart to help you with that straddle. 15 seconds. That's it. Well done. Last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Soften it down, come into a stretch. Push that ball away. Let your back sink. When you're ready, curve up and just feel that curvature of your back. I think that might have been my son's school. Coming down and up. That's it, and then we're going to come onto our back and stretch off our our hamstrings and our glutes. So starting with your hamstring, if you have your band near you or your towel, pop that heel up, feel the back of your leg. That's it. Inhale and exhale. And then with that leg, soften it down to your knee, so you've got a glute stretch. So with my heel, I pull my ball in, and I can feel it in this glute. I can push this knee away. Inhale, as I exhale, increase the stretch. And then I change over legs. So your hamstring stretch to start with, the backs of your legs. So just feel those muscles lengthen. And then come down. Get the heel on the ball to roll in. Push that bent knee away. And then release the ball, bring into tuck and just rock. I'm always scared the ball is just it's gonna go right in my way. Oh, it's there. And then bring your legs over and your arms over. Always used to be funny in the live Fitball classes when the balls would just go wild. And then coming back into tuck. And then coming the other way. Then coming back into tuck and just rock. And then roll over onto all fours. Using your breath again, inhaling, curving up. And exhaling, curving down. Exhale, curve up. Inhale. Bring your back to neutral and swish those hips side to side. As if you're swishing a tail, and then take it into circles just to mobilize. that back. And now take one leg out and stretch that calf. Let me move my ball. It's going to come back to haunt me. So I'm stretching my calf, I'm keeping a knee on the floor, and I'm pushing down. And then lying down on your stomach to stretch off those quads. So hip driving into the floor, and I'm getting my foot. If you can't reach your foot, you can always wing your band over. Get it. And then changing over to the other side. And then bringing it up and then into a pigeon. Nice. For those that want to stay for guided relaxation, you start to make yourselves comfy. And sink down. Those who are not, just finish off any stretches that you want to do. Those that are staying for guided relaxation, even pop your legs up against the wall, lie down on your back or just sit. And you're just going to start off with some nice deep breaths. So take a deep breath in. We've got a nice 5 minutes now just to let your body ease. So focusing on your breath. Taking a deep breath in. And slowly release your breath. Feel all the muscles on your face start to release and relax. Feel the muscles in your neck and your shoulders start to melt into the floor. Let your upper back just ease into the floor and relax. We're letting our body just melt, part by part. Relax and release. Take a nice cleansing breath in, and with that cleansing breath, feel the whole of your vertebrae just release and relax into the floor. Vertebrae by vertebrae, easing. And let that travel into your glutes, your pelvic floor. Just relax. Let your legs ease into the floor. And just start to scan your body to see how it's feeling. Note for any area of tension. Just let the tension go. Just let your mind relax And focus on your body. Release your mind. Focus on your tummy as you breathe, releasing tension. Inhale. As you exhale, release the tension. Release any knots. Release any worries. Start to slowly bring your legs into a tuck and just connect with your body. Take notice of how you're feeling right now. Be conscious of how you can look after yourself and prioritize you, your health and your body. And slowly coming up to a sit and starting with just a sitting cat-cow, just to ease that back. Ease forward and backward. Mobilizing your spine. And then just bring your arms into the center and having a twist. Squeezing up and down. Take a few deep breaths in. Exhale and inhale. And bring it into a nice side stretch. Nice. And then just give yourselves a few moments sitting and being without having to move anywhere too quick or too fast.